Let's start by answering a very important question. Why are we writing user stories? To answer this, we have to remember that typically user stories are applied to Agile projects. And in Agile projects, we are performing value driven development to meet the needs of our users. The best way to provide value is to take a user centric approach, and that's exactly what writing user stories helps us do. User stories help us understand the user perspective. As a result, we are able to deliver business value early and often, perform iterative development with incremental delivery, decompose our project scope by defining features and tasks needed to fulfill the stories, and identify risks, hurdles, and project complexities. The basis for building our product comes from understanding our product's users. User stories help us organize our work. We are able to take our user stories and prioritize them to ensure we are tackling the highest value items for our client first. Agile projects typically have a product backlog of items we need to complete. If you are unfamiliar with this concept, just think of the product backlog as a prioritized to-do list of features and requirements. Items that are pending completion make up our product backlog. It's important to know that the backlog is flexible and continuously prioritized based on value as the project evolves. The user stories that provide the most value for our users should be at the top of the list. User stories contribute to transparency, which we strive to maintain on Agile projects. By writing down a user story on a sticky note or digital card, we are able to make the story available for everyone involved in the project to reference whenever they need to. And as we mentioned previously, the backlog of these stories is there for the product owner to easily view and prioritize. Since we are discussing transparency, let's talk for a moment about Scrum. If you're not familiar with Scrum, it's a popular framework used in Agile project approaches. We won't dig into the details in this course, but consider taking our Scrum Foundations course. One of the 3 pillars of Scrum is transparency. Transparency enables the team to constantly inspect their work and adapt as needed. Having clearly defined user stories that are accessible for the entire team to reference is extremely valuable, as there should be no confusion on why a particular feature or requirement is necessary or which user requires it. We want full transparency for our user stories. This brings us to collaboration. The Agile project approach is highly collaborative, and user stories help us engage our stakeholders to ensure we write appropriate user stories. From there, the stories can be discussed as a team. They will be prioritized by our product owner, and when the time comes, the development team will invest in and commit to fulfilling the necessary tasks to complete each user story the team agrees to. User stories provide an important focal point for our project team and help us work together to ensure our product meets the need defined in each user story.